Statewide Newscast. Arkansas Today.
Police in Little Rock beginning their week piecing together what led up to a confrontation that turned deadly on Easter Sunday. Good afternoon, I'm Mallory Brooks. Thanks for joining us for Arkansas Today. Police say they got a call Sunday afternoon about a suspicious person in the area of Shackelford Crossing. Two officers found a man with a gun outside a fast food restaurant. They say he shot at them, so they returned fire. One witness describes how she reacted after hearing the shots.
We saw the police racing through, and then we heard just repetitions of gunfire. Boom, 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 boom. And we took cover. We were just all getting together to try to enjoy family time. I never imagined, my son would have to grab me, and try to protect me.
The man's name has not been released yet. Little Rock police tell us they are trying to be as transparent as possible and plan to release the names and pictures of both officers involved within the next couple of days. Officials in Northwest Arkansas say another person has fallen off a bluff near Hawksbill Crag. This time, a 15-year-old boy from Texas fell from Muletail Falls, in Newton County over the weekend. Sheriff Glenn Wheeler says the teen fell about 15 feet. He severely injured his legs and his face. He was airlifted to Arkansas Children's Hospital in Springdale. They say it took about 30 first responders to rescue the boy. Last week, a college student fell to her death near the area. People across Central Arkansas remembering a retired Jefferson County deputy killed in a hit-and-run crash. Michael Keith Waller worked as a deputy from 1974 until he retired in 1991. The father of two and grandfather of 15 died Friday, nearly 2 weeks after the accident, which happened in Pulaski County. His family says he was loving, caring, and always had a smile on his face. They hope sharing his story will encourage the driver to turn themselves in.
We want that person to know it wasn't just some random person. He was a dad and a grandfather and the best friend that anyone could ever ask for. So we need you to know what kind of person he was.
Ellison Hall says they're grateful for all of the love and support they've received the past few days. Funeral services will be this Wednesday in Pine Bluff.
The goal in our proposal, our preferred proposal, is to have the fire controlled within 30 days.
After 9 months of nonstop burning, the Arkansas Department of Environmental Quality says the stump dump fire in Benton County should be out for good in a month. There are a few steps needed to get the site back to normal, including removing all waste, sorting it, and finding a new place to put it. The full process should take about 6 months, but that is still a relief to the mayor, who was originally told the process would take a year and a half. A member of Sri Lanka's government says they failed to heed warnings before Sunday's bombings that killed hundreds of people. We have learned that a series of attacks focused on churches celebrating Easter, as well as high-end hotels in and around the capital. The bombings killed 290 people, including at least 2 Americans, and injured more than 500 others. The country's health minister and the government had advanced intelligence about the attacks weeks ago. And we're learning the name of one of the Americans killed in that attack. Dieter Kowalski was a Colorado native working for the education publishing company Pearson. In a statement, Pearson CEO says Kowalski had just arrived at his hotel when he was killed in that explosion. A federal lawsuit filed by death row inmates has renewed a court fight over whether a sedative used in lethal executions essentially tortures an inmate before their death. This suit comes 2 years after Arkansas raced to put 8 convicted killers to death in 11 days before its batch expired. The state recently passed a law expanding the secrecy surrounding its lethal injection drug sources. Right now, Arkansas does not have any of the 3 drugs needed in a lethal injection, and no executions are scheduled. The U.S. Supreme Court will decide whether the main federal civil rights law that prohibits employment discrimination applies to LGBT people. The nation's highest court announced today that it will hear cases involving people who claim they were fired because of their sexual orientation. Another case involves a funeral home employee who was fired after disclosing that she was transitioning from male to female and dressed as a woman. The cases will be argued later this year, with decisions likely by June of 2020, in the middle of the presidential election campaign. The countdown is on for a new event in the fight against breast cancer here in Arkansas. This Saturday, the 27th, Coleman, Arkansas will hold the More Than Pink Walk. It replaces Race for the Cure. Jennifer Panate shows us how Susan G. Komen is fostering a sense of community in the fight for a cure.
Hearing the words, "you have breast cancer," will turn your world upside down.
It affects the children, it affects the husbands, it affects the friends.
That's why physicians like Dr. Dana Greer at the Breast Center are committed to establishing community support for patients from all angles.
It's not just throwing out a diagnosis and saying good luck.
Doctors, social workers, and counselors work together to lift women up as they fight for their lives.
That's one of the best things of my job, is figuring out how to connect people with somebody that can help them with the next stage.
Thanks to Komen Ozark funds raised through donations, every woman can get a fighting chance to survive.
A lot of people think because Komen has been around for so many years that they're so well established that they just have all this money. We spend every dollar that we get every year.
The Breast Center staff collaborates together to raise thousands of dollars every year for Komen Ozark, from Facebook fundraising to bake sales and garage sales.
This year, I think I have raised over $3,800 just with small donations from my friends and family.
Dr. Greer encourages everyone to join the strong community of breast cancer awareness advocates ahead of the Komen Ozark More Than Pink Walk on April 27th.
Just all pulls together to make people feel good about what they're doing, and not just feel good, but actually be doing good.
That song just puts you in a mood, doesn't it? This rock duo is coming to Arkansas soon to make your dreams come true. Hall & Oates announcing today they will perform at Verizon Arena in North Little Rock September 26th. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famers are the #1 selling duo in music history. Tickets go on sale this Friday morning at 10 a.m. The Diamond Hogs had